Greetings, my sisters. It is I, Abudakaya Ma'at Manab, coming to you live. And most of you know me as Val, or Val's got it going on. And so it fell in my spirit to share with you today. I have been, doing some detoxing and some cleaning around my house and just doing some internal work and being very still. And it came to me that, the things that are happening in the world doesn't necessarily have to happen to you or to me. It's what we feed our mind, it's what we feed or taken through our ears and our eyes. And everything is half true. Remember that. Everything that you're hearing and seeing and experiencing is half truth. Physically we see things happening. But if we look beyond what we see with our physical eyes, if we look beyond that, it's always a silver lining, especially if it's something negative or something in opposition. It's always another way of looking at it, because just as that thing can be so bad or so negative, it also has a positive side. And we haven't trained ourselves to look at the other side. We only see what we see with our physical eyes. And so I want to talk a little bit about that today, because things are unfolding. People are being pushed or persuaded or, coached into getting certain things done that they may not want to get done, or they're being threatened. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that. The only way that it can be a war amongst people, because that's where it seems like we're heading, is if there are two sides. There's the side that follows, and then there's the side that leads. That knows the truth, that's not being led. And so with that said, FreeQueensSee, when we eat right, when we remove negative things from our environment. And so there's so many different ways of doing that. There's so many different ways for us to change our experience or our condition. And that's what I want to share with you. It could be the most simplest thing. It doesn't have to be heavy. It could be light. So in dealing with everything that's happening in our day-to-day, in terms of what I call covert, it's called covert. There's always been a covert plan or pandemic, as they say, some people say. And that is to infiltrate upon our rights as human beings, to do things that are not in alignment with our divine nature. And so this isn't a conversation about the covert, but it's a conversation about your mental capacity to balance out. It's a conversation about using tools and taking the elements of air, fire, water, earth, and ether to balance out these negative things that we may be taking in through our eyes and our ears. So I really want to encourage all those sisters who have come to me and asked me to do, to take them through the gateways. I've been getting people to come and ask me to do this for years. I'm encouraging you to do your due diligence to honor your word, because I'm honoring mine. And I've been a healer half my life. I'm almost 60, I'm 58, and I've been overcoming layer by layer my shortcomings, overcoming various illnesses and disorders in my body, because we're all predisposed to something. We all have something about us that is not 100% internally, that we came here to work on. So I'm not exempt from that. It's just that I choose to live my life a certain way. And so I pay attention that what I feed my eyes and what I feed my ears and what I feed my mind, and I condition myself mentally and verbally to say positive things or not say anything at all. You know, a lot of you who know me know that I've always eaten a certain way and lived a certain lifestyle. And one of the fears that I've had is just doing this thing and being by myself. Well, as it turns out, there's a lot more people that are coming onto the path of wellness and self-care more than ever now. And I just want to extend to you an opportunity to tap into your best and highest self. And that means you may have to, do alternative things. If you're used to watching the news, you may want to listen to some Hertz. Or if you're having an anxiety attack, you may want to breathe. Train yourself to breathe. If you have fibroid tumors, you may want to eat foods that doesn't cause calcification and growths in the body. And then there's so many alternatives that you can tap into and have experiences with. I'm a firm believer that everything isn't for everybody. What works for you may not work for me. And what works for me may not work for you. But the thing of it is you want to have these experiences so that you can find out for sure if these things in fact resonate with you and work for or against you. Everything is a test. Everything is a project. Everything is a process. So you don't want to limit yourself to what you're seeing and what you're hearing on TV or from other people. You want to do your research. And I've always encouraged people to do their research, on anything that I may share with them, anything that I may be doing that doesn't sit right with them, research. And I have fun doing research because it allows me to experiment. I'm sort of or somewhat like I'm a divine scientist, not a mad scientist. And so some things, like I said, will work and some will not. But the thing of it is, with FreeQueensSee and with Get Laced, I have a plan. And that plan is to uplift and enlighten our community. Our plan, but first, before we uplift our family and our community, we must do that for ourselves. And there is no price that you could ever put on your health and wellness, because as you know, if you don't have your health, you can't work. If you don't have your health, you can't see your way through acquiring the things that you need in order to sustain a balanced lifestyle. So with that said, I just want to encourage all those sisters who are on this feed and can hear me to please respond accordingly to the call and make your investment. It's $99 to register for our FreeQueensSee course or journey, and we have payment plans available, so it's affordable. But if you keep telling yourself that's a lot of money, then you're not gonna make it. So for me, I'm worthy to be praised. I'm worthy to be celebrated. I'm worthy to be elevated. I am worthy of having every good and great thing in my life. I am amazing. I am amazing in my own right. No one can do it like I do it. No one can do it like you do it. You are your own individual self, and you have a plethora of things that you do that I may not be able to do. But if we come together and I share with you what I do and you share with me what you do, then we are strong. We are grounding. We can accomplish a lot together. So that's what this circle is all about. As you know, women heal in circles or in cycles. So that's one of the things that my good friend Queen Afua has taught me. And I'm truly proud of her. I'm proud of being a sacred woman. I'm proud of this body of work that allowed me to change my life. I was dying before I got on my wellness path. Literally dying. Sacred woman saved my life. And so I just want to give back. I want to share what I've learned. I want to share the things that I've experienced. I want to share the things that I'm experiencing. And it's not bad. It's not negative. It's all good. And so we need that. We need the good things. And we need the positive things. And we need the balanced things in our lives, like right now. And we're going into this season of uncertainty once again. And people are fearful. You know, one of the things I've learned is if there's a fear, then that's something that you really need to address. It's like, face your fears and do it anyway. Do it in spite of the fear. Confront the fear. Confront the opposition, because it will only make you stronger, better, and wiser. You know, I don't care what it is. You know, I had a fire where I lost everything. All I had was the clothes on my back. No ID, no cell phone, no nothing, just the clothes on my back. I didn't think my house was going to catch on fire, but it did. And I watched it burn. That was traumatic for me. But on the other side of that, it showed me how not to be attached. It showed me, and it taught me how not to be attached to things. It taught me how sometimes when you don't have anything, you have to live by the second, not by the minute, not by the hour, not by the day, not by the month, but by the second. Because if you have to go into an environment where there's people and you're used to living alone and they don't live how you live, they don't talk how you talk, they don't have the same mindset as you, you have to constantly live within your body and know that things are going to unfold in a great and divine way. You're having this experience, so you know, or I knew what it would be like to be without anything. If ever there came a day for me to be without anything, I would know how to survive in my mind. I would know how to think without freaking out. And so we're almost at that. A lot of people, I would say, we're almost at that spot. You know, everyone that I know still has their home and they don't have to go through that. But there may come a time where you may not have anything. Who knows? But how would you live? You know, survival skills is something that we will actually and touch base on as well. Surviving this shift, we will be acknowledging our ancestors and how to keep our ancestors around us. We will be talking about how to cultivate our life force. Cultivating our life force. We will meditate. We will talk about and experience baths and how to release pressure, tension, and fear, and also traumas, and through water and also the breath. So we have a lot of work to do. And I'm here to support you in whatever it is you need. But I need you, if you're sincere about, balancing out your life, balancing out your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional body. If you're sincere about minding your mind and healing up some things, then I suggest you and share this one with your friends and family that you may think that would be interested in doing this tour, during this journey called FreeQueensSee. And you can call me. My number is 646-271-8500. Text me and let me know where you are and what you would like to do. And once again, this is a call to register those sisters or sisters who are interested in elevating themselves during these days and times and getting the tools and practices that will put you in alignment with your greatness, your best and your highest self, regardless of what's going on in the world. This is your world. Everything that you are and everything that is inside of you is your world. And so you want to take care of that world. You want to tweak that world. You want to make sure you're doing and moving a certain way that would allow you to have a consistent and balanced life or living. So with that said, I'm going to jump off, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. If you have any questions, please text or call me. I'm very, very busy, so the best way to reach me is via text, and I always get back to my text, especially at the end of the day or whenever I get an opportunity for some free time. So with that said, great ones, live well, be well, and love yourself always. Until the next time.